We are good to go.
All right, hey, amazing people. This is me, Gav, and this is Bikram, and you're obviously amazing people, and you're here for the very first podcast of this new segment, which is called Sexiest News of the Week, and we'll continue week in, week after till YouTube and the big vultures, which is the cancel culture people, will cancel it. Deplatformers completely will continue, and you can keep watching. All right, here's a disclaimer. I know there's a lot of bad shit, weird shits going around, but I don't want to talk about Israel like bombing children in Gaza or people dying of COVID. No COVID talk, no Gaza talk. Right now we're going to be only trash talk, only trash talk. So let's hit it. First one, big news of the week is the greatest movie on earth has come out, which is Salman Khan's Radhe, and what is it called? Your Most Wanted Bhai, which is amazing. You can see Bikram's background. His whole life is about Radhe. We'll come back to that. Let me just see what CBI, not CBI, FBI and CIA are doing. They have decided to make this movie use this movie as a torture technique against the most hardened criminals, people who have not said anything last 23 years, and they believe this movie will break their fast and they will reveal all their secrets. I think I have no
Definitely.
reason to dispute that. Okay, definitely right. Okay, now there are a lot of amazing reviews are there. Yesterday when I was checking it, the movie rating on IMDb was 2.2. Then earlier today it was 2, and now it's 1.8. Okay, this is crashing very fast. Also, you have to understand the lowest rating you can give is 1, so that means the rating might as well be 0.08 for all we know. All right. So, because Vikram, that's the biggest scam on Zomato and everything. Because the deal is when you see a rating of 4 for a restaurant, actually the rating is just 3 because 1 you just have to give. Because when you hate something, you
Yeah.
give 1. But you generally, if you had a 0 option, you'll give 0, right? You'll never give
Yeah.
1.
Correct.
So it's just a huge scam. I don't know if you ever noticed. I was noticing it like last year. All right, let me read a couple of reviews that some people have given. The first one is बहुत चूतिया मूवी है भाई ऐसा चूतियापा आज की डेट में सिर्फ सलमान खान ही कर सकते हैं 1 स्टार भी बहुत ज्यादा है इस फिल्म के लिए he is upset. That's what I was talking about. Then we have another one which says typical bhai ki bakchodi. So this is definitely from UP. I think director seems people are like sheep that follow bhai style anyway, which they do. Watch due to lockdown. Now lockdown is second most boring thing in my life, and rather gets number one. I think I totally believe this guy. Now, Bikram, it's an open secret. You love Salman. You've been waiting for this movie for 2 years because it did not get released last year. Now it's finally out, and you have started ignoring your family. You've not gone to the washroom. You have not taken a shower. You've hardly eaten. You've never not eaten at all. You have not slept. You've not shaved. You've not touched your hair. Why you love this movie so much? What can you just enlighten us, please?
Yes, it's. I feel that it's the the best thing which has happened in the last year. Even better than the vaccine, which people are clamoring for right now. And as you can see on my fake wall, I have the poster also. And I mean,
Poster is
I'm
real.
just yeah, the poster is real. The wall may
Wall
be
is
fake.
fake. Poster is real.
So, but I mean, I can't say much. I'm just overwhelmed by the movie. I've watched it 17, 18. I don't know. I've lost count of it, and now I think I I'll just have to take some moment to gather myself, and yeah, just
Just
overwhelmed.
keep watching. Just keep watching. Keep watching.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm very emotional about Bhai as well. All right. The second big news of the week is this is the second big news, and this involves Bill Gates. So you can understand how Radhe Bhai is so much more important than Bill Gates. Now it's not even like he's giving some charity. He's getting divorced from his wife. They've been married, right off my head, around 27 years or something like that, some ridiculous amount of time. And now they have $140 billion to split. So Melinda is going to get 70 billion. So in Hindi Desi terms, that is 520,000 crores. Yes, 520,000 crores. So I'm really hoping because all these people, whenever there's something like this happen, the motherly instinct come into play and they want to always, adopt some kids. So I'm really hoping she'll adopt me. I'll call her Mommy Melissa. Oh, sorry, Melinda. Sorry, Mommy Melinda. I don't want to call her Melissa. She's like, oh, yeah, you forgot my name as well. As long as she throws $1 million in at me, people are like 1 million. That's a lot of money, dude. She has 520,000 billion. So that is like 500. I'm just getting confused, like 52,000 million. So she has a lot of people. She can adopt tons of people. And I will be very happy to call her mommy instead of my own mother. I have no shame. $1 million, we can do a lot of things. Our studio can be much better as well, right? So,
Yeah.
Vikram, would you be putting yourself up for adoption as well by Melinda because she has a bunch of money?
Yeah, definitely.
Imagine we
Why
become
not? I
brothers now.
mean,
We're already brothers. Now we become brothers. This is how we become brothers.
brother from the
Legal brothers.
same adopted
You'll be
mother.
Gates. You'll be Bikram Gates.
Bikram Gates and Gaurav Gates. Yeah, I like the ring. So yeah, I
But
really,
when
I
she gets
mean,
married to somebody else, like Galifianakis, like Jack Galifianakis, and then our name becomes like Bikram Galifianakis, or something
yeah, I
tragedy
mean,
like that.
if you have money, that's not a problem. You can have a funny name as well. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
definitely,
absolutely.
and I think we are in very tough competition with Imran Khan, because one of his countrymen, I saw a tweet where one of his countrymen has suggested that Imran Khan should not get adopted. He should marry her, maybe the fourth or fifth wife. I don't know. I don't know the count. And
He has
then
also
he'll
lost
get
account. Don't worry.
so then he'll get all the money, and all our financial problems, and by our, I mean Pakistan's financial problem will be solved. So yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I mean, idea. And then if he marries her, then we'll become Bikram Khan and Gaurav Khan, which is not that bad. Yeah.
Vikram, you just called ours. You have put us in a lot of trouble, man. A lot of trouble. Cancel culture will leave us, but the Bhakts will kill us. We just call ourselves Pakistani. People will be like, what the fuck? Suddenly we got a lot of likes from people from Pakistan. They'll be like, yeah, these people, we like them, we like them. So, and also to clarify, we're talking about Imran Khan, not the failed actor Amir Khan's nephew. Imran Khan, the
Correct.
great cricketer for Pakistan. And people are like, now you're like, oh, Pakistan is great. No, I said Pakistan's great cricketer. Like, you just stop putting words in my mouth. Now, the next big news is Elon Musk. You can see like Bradhe is still bigger than Elon Musk and Bill Gates still in the news column.
Yeah.
Tech billionaire Elon Musk revealed on SNL Saturday Night Live that he has Asperger's. Now, people should know what is Asperger's. This is actually the same thing that Shah Rukh Khan had in My Name Is Khan, that Karan Johar's great, which just made me weep, and I don't think I've stopped weeping at all. I think I pee also, I just weep. It's a developmental disorder. I'm just going to read out the official definition. It's a developmental disorder related to autism and characterized by awkwardness in social interaction, pedantry in speech, and preoccupation with narrow interests. That sounds a lot like
Hmm.
me, actually. I must definitely have Asperger's. I just don't have any talent like Elon Musk. So this is just not good enough. Like, or I get all the
Or SRK.
diseases, but not the talent. SRK has a lot of talent. SRK is just right up there as Bhai. We worship these people. This is why our life never goes anywhere, because keep worshipping other people. All right. So, do you have anything on that?
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about this disease. I'm a very ignorant person. So I just know about Bhai. So I'm in that zone right now. So I don't think I can say much. Uh,
Bye, 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 bye. All right. So let's talk about Kejriwal, who is the greatest wall after the Rahul Dravid, the Great Wall. So Kejriwal is the nearest wall. He's been there. Now Kejriwal wants the vaccine formula to be taken away from those two companies which have been making in India. That's Covishield and Covaxin, and they, to be given to pretty much literally every manufacturer. So they can keep manufacturing, give it to people. So now he's saying like if it's given to like say Durex or Amul or Britannia or Cadbury, they can also start making it. Like now that he's saying like everybody should take it, I think like I should also give my personal preference. My personal preference is Haldiram, because that's the bhujia I eat every single day. That's why I have a lot of paunch. And if Haldiram can inject it on the bhujia, I think by afternoon the entire India by tomorrow will be vaccinated. And he can put double doses in there. Doesn't matter, like buy one get one free. It just be amazing because
yeah.
I think this is a genius idea, because if Elon Musk had a great idea of sending everybody to Mars, I think Kejriwal just beat him at it. And because just giving it to everybody, this is just unbelievably amazing. Oh, what about Chutki? I completely forgot about that. That is still 1 rupee. It was 1 rupee 20 years ago. You put it in Chutki, everybody gulp it down. This is mouth freshener. Suddenly you just like Chutki fixes Corona. Amazing, man. That's a great
In
slogan.
Chutki. Fix the
In
corona in
Chutki.
Chutki.
That lady who's on Chutki's cover, she's like really, really old right now. She probably died of COVID. This is a horrible thing to say on podcast. Again, cancel culture, people are not happy about this thing. But she is really old. She's been there for like historic. She still hasn't got the royalties for that. Yes, I'll pretend I never said that.
Yeah,
But
I
still, I
think
already
that's
say this. I have Asperger's. I have disease. I can say shit. Hmm.
yeah. I think it's a great idea. I don't know why no one thought about it. I mean, we say Elon Musk is a genius, but even he didn't think about it. It took Kejriwal, our own I don't know whom to compare him with, but the genius Kejriwal, he came up with this idea, and I think it should be implemented. It should, as soon as possible. The formula should be taken away from the all the companies forcefully by the government, and then just distributed on WhatsApp, so that everyone and anyone can manufacture it. So it's a brilliant idea.
All right. We have Bikram's endorsement. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Haldiram, I don't know, you're going for Amul, whichever. You can just name it. People can just sign the forms, put it on Arogya Setu website, app, whatever it is. So let's move on to the next one. We're going to talk about a little bit of virus, although we said we're not going to talk about a virus, but this is more interesting. This is not the sad news. Um, former CM of Uttarakhand, which is Dehradun and everything, Shri Trivendra Singh Rawat, he said he came out in support of the virus. Literally the only person right now, but he said, thinking philosophically, the virus is a living organism, just like all of us. We consider ourselves more intelligent, but the virus also wants to live, and the virus also deserves to live. It is mutating itself constantly to save itself so it can live. So finally, we have somebody who's come out fighting for the rights of the virus to live, because that's a fundamental right, right? The right to live. I'm not sure it's
Yeah.
still there after BJP came in, because a lot of rights just got taken away before you woke up in the morning, and then you were like, "Ye kya hua, bhai?" So it's like, okay, BJP came and everything else left. Now he's got obviously a lot of flack from Team Virus, which is sorry, Team Human, which is literally everybody right now in India. Although, by the way, numbers have been going down constantly as we speak, and as we record this podcast on Sunday, the
Yeah.
16th of May. Numbers have been constantly going down. So, but he still got a lot of flack. I really like. I think within 2 or 3 years, I think okay, I'll let you speak because you were telling me something. I think if he around 2 or 3 years, this will become like people will compare him to Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, or someone, all the great
Yeah,
Greek
definitely.
philosophers, or
Yeah,
Osho,
definitely.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Vivekananda.
definitely. I think, yeah, we'll have Virus Day, and Archies will have cards which will have the virus pictures, so that you can distribute, give to your loved ones, and I think there'll
We can make
be
statues
we can have statues, and I
in
think there'll
memory
be,
next to Mayavati.
yeah, and like flat earthers, there'll be communities and everything who will be worshipping virus for the great service it has done. I mean, there are a lot of weird people, right? So I
Wiping out
don't,
the old people. Wiping out the old people.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I mean, people make fun of 9/11, so I don't think this is sacred. Maybe it's sacred right now, the topic, but I think later on it'll be utilized for each and everything. So yeah.
I think in the long run, everything becomes funny. That's the best part of it. If you can live long enough, obviously. It's not funny all the people who passed away because of it, but that also becomes funny later on. All right, now that we're still alive, we'll keep making fun of stuff. Let's talk about this amazing parents. I am like hats off. Like I don't have my hat. Let's say I have a mask. Mask off to these people. And I'll tell you why. Because these people, a couple in UP, which I'm pretty sure was from Asansol. This is an amazing place. Bikram hails from that place. He was born and raised there. It is so amazing. That place has never seen a car yet, but it will come. And Elon Musk has promised them that it will come. So they sold their kid, who was 3 months old boy, for 150,000 rupees, 1.5 lakh rupees, and they bought a second-hand car for that. Honestly, looking at that, they were also getting a lot of flack. Police has called them up because the grandparents of the kid were very unhappy. They were like, "How can you sell them?" But I'm like, I'm just thinking like, if I had a kid right now and somebody offered me 150,000, I just don't see how I'm going to refuse that offer. This is, as they say in Godfather, I make you an offer. This is too good to refuse. You cannot refuse. You cannot refuse my offer now. So, Bikram, here's a question for
Hmm.
you. You have a kid, unlike me. I'll have to
Yeah.
steal and then sell. That's just complicated right now. At what price would you sell your kid? Because 1.5 lakh, which is exactly these people, for free or for 1.5 crore. So you have to choose one. You cannot be diplomatic here. Because your kid will be
Yeah.
watching few years later. She'll come back as that what is that movie? Kill
Kill
Bill.
Bill.
Kill
Yeah.
Papa. Yeah.
No, my child is playing to me, so I'll get away for free. So yeah, if I
Come
have
on,
to
take
be,
the money.
I have to. Yeah, I have to. I mean,
We'll
if
we'll
I have to
dedicate. We'll
give her
dedicate.
away.
Imagine. Yeah. whenever somebody gives you money, right? So that's funny thing. Have you noticed that every time you see an obituary in newspaper, right? Somebody passed away, somebody
Uh-huh.
passed away. Trust me, all these people have left amazing will, money in the will for these people. All the people who did not leave any will, their obituary never comes. Their kids are like, "Fuck you, man!" Like, you didn't leave us anything. We're not putting your obituary and wasting money there. It's always the rich people in the middle of the full pages, like, "You died and you say gave us so much money." All right. So another question for you is, because you can always have a buyback clause like football. You can always get the kid back when she's grown up and everything, when she's much better. You don't have to worry about the entire, raising the kid when they're crying and going through all the teenage puberty and all that nonsense. You can just, when they're all mature and like secure, you can get them back. You say, okay, you come back now, because that's what Manchester United has been doing. But they've been doing the other way
Hmm.
around. They've been selling all the people who become great players outside. Now you have one more option. You can also sell it to Angelina Jolie, because she's always ready to buy brown kids. She loves brown kids.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
because eventually your kid will become this amazing feminist, woke human by the in the next 10, 15 years, and then you'll be like sitting there, you'll be like that emoji. You'll be like, what happened? But then you'll be like, this is what it is. So it'll be like, her anyway. It doesn't matter. Our name is Gates anyway, and her name will be Jolie, so it doesn't really matter. Depending who Jolie marries,
Yeah.
also it could be Pitt also. They're like, it's amazing. Gates and Pitts, things can change. I mean, we'll still watch Salman because he'll still be making movies at 77, still be dating girls who are 27, and
Yeah.
I
Kissing them
think
through
he
the
totally deserves that.
paper or whatever
Plastic,
he does. Plastic. Yeah.
polythene, plastic, whatever it is. So let's see. I'm just saying, like, please sell more babies. It's just a good time to sell babies. A lot of people want babies. Okay. There was one more news. I'm just going to run through it because I don't think anybody cares for it. It's a big show. It's Ellen DeGeneres show. She's been famous for a daytime talk show where everybody just comes and laughs. One of the major incidents that everybody remembered was 15 years ago when Tom Cruise came in. He started jumping on her couch, like showing her his love for the girl he was about to marry. I've forgotten her name, but doesn't matter because he's already divorced her and already married somebody else. Now that's the lady Ellen DeGeneres, not the person above on top left. Although they look exactly the same, but that's Mr. Javed Akhtar and that's the Ellen. They have the same hairstyle, they have the same kurta, they probably speak exactly the same way, but she doesn't write poetry, I guess. But she might claim to write poetry. And she'll be going, when you look at her, she is 65 years old, doesn't look her age. Her girlfriend or wife is probably in her 40s, but she's rich, right? It's like the other way around, right? The rich men actually get married to younger.
Yeah.
Girls always still get married to older people, even if they're men or women. So I'm pretty sure she's the husband. But she's leaving that show and she's going to be moving on to new territories. I don't think, Bikram, you want to add something more to this thing. Let's not give her any more time than she deserves, because Javed Akhtar is also getting time, which we're not supposed to do it. We're supposed to cut him off completely, chop him, chop him. Okay. Now, there's a sad news. Manchester City. By the way, by the time we did this, a lot of different things have happened. Manchester City
Hmm.
won the Premier League for the fifth time, and I've been crying. I don't know what things I've been crying. I've been crying for Radhe. I've been crying for uh, what was that movie? I'm not a terrorist movie. My
I'm
name is Khan.
my name is
Then
Khan.
I'm crying for this thing. My name is Khan. Then I'm crying for this thing, and then Manchester City also won. We came coming second again. So it's just not good enough. Again, yesterday, by the way, there was another match, FA Cup final. Chelsea lost, and Leicester again won for the first time. This is the first time they won FA Cup in their history. So that's
Hmm.
amazing. A lot of depressing news from our end. So Bikram, I think you also you claim to support Manchester United, but I'm pretty sure you support Mohan Bagan. Please come out clean. Right now is the time to come clean. A lot of people come clean that they're gay. Right now, for you to come out as a fake Manchester United supporter, everybody's listening. This is the right time.
No, I do support Manchester United. In fact, when I used to support heavily, that was when Beckham used to play. I didn't even know Manchester City existed, and now they're winning five, Premiership titles, and it's so sad that the day I stopped actively supporting them, from that day, Manchester City started gaining momentum. So I think there is some connection. I might have to, start actively supporting them again, and maybe their, or as we say, maybe our luck will change, because if you are supporting any football team, then say that they are us. So yeah, maybe.
पहचान लीजिए इस शख्स को ये बहरूपिया है ही इज द मोल ही इज द मोल All right, if you want to support properly. Now, the last news for today, and it's a big news because it involves one of the greatest human beings ever. Not the greatest actors. She's also a great actor, but she is the greatest human being. She's like bigger than Lord. Okay, I'm not going to specify which Hindu or anything, otherwise that will be riots. Because you're like, how did you say that? How can you say that? So I'm just going to say Lord because that's a good time, right? He said God, like it doesn't say Jesus. Kanga Ranaut, we're talking about, she tested positive for COVID, obviously, not for love. And then she said that I had no idea, as you can see on the clip, I had no idea this virus is having a party in my body. Now that I know, I will demolish it. I like her. I like her. And she also said that this is a small time flu which got too much press. I just really love it. Like because right now in the midst of
Yeah.
something when everybody's dying, she'll now there'll be a debate between who gets more flack, her or Mr. Rawat, Shri Rawat, sorry, who said virus also deserves to live, and she's like, I'm going to demolish it. It's a small time flu. Um, but again, totally imagine stuff like that. I've also said myself, but nobody cares about me. But Elon Musk has also said stuff like that. So Elon Musk and Kangana Ranaut, I think they should just get married right now.
Yeah, I think that's a very brave statement, and I don't know why Elon Musk is getting so much mention in this podcast. He's already been cancelled several times in the popular culture, so I think it's not a good idea to mention him again and again. But yeah, Kangna Ranaut also got cancelled on Twitter. She got uh, permanently banned. I don't know how that works, but yeah,
Suspended,
I totally so I totally
permanently
see
suspended.
her doing that. She's her character is like that. She says a lot of wild stuff. So this is one of them. I'm sure she's already negative by the time this goes out. So yeah, I mean, and a lot of people, a lot of athletes are getting positive, but then I think within 2 3 days they get negative because they are generally fit. So I am not surprised that this would happen with her as well.
Yeah, if you're fit, you can't stop virus from coming inside you or coming around because it's everywhere. But if you're fit,
Yeah,
you're gonna beat it. It's just as simple as that. It's just
correct.
simple as that. All right, that was our first episode of this thing, and I'm really happy it went well. If you survived, then you can also like and subscribe, and also tell us if you want, if you have some news that you believe that should come in on this weekly podcast. You can also obviously put it on the comments in the comment section, and we can actually take it up next week as well. And if you're just as a big fan of Bhai as us. Right now, we're just talking about Salman because SRK's movie hasn't come out yet. So we really admire him, and we will be building a lot of temples for Salman Khan, and we'll be worshipping him constantly. When I say constantly, 24 hours, I'll not be sleeping, I'll not be peeing, I'll not be taking care of family, I'll not be doing anything. But this is my job. This, तुझ में रब दिखता है तेरा मैं क्या करूं तुझ में रब दिखता है I think I'm gonna get a tattoo. Radhe.
Yeah.
The pie. All right, that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Take care. Like and subscribe. Have a good evening. Bye bye now.
Bye bye.
Ah.